And welcome back to BFG, the Barely Functional Gamers podcast. I'm Chris. It's episode 51.
I'm David.
And it's April 14th at the time of this recording. You can catch us live every Sunday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time at twitch.tv/barelyfunctionalgamers or on any of your podcasting apps. You could also follow us on Twitter at Twitter/BFGS podcast. You could also find us on Instagram at Barely Functional Gamers and on SoundCloud and YouTube under the Barely Functional Gamers name. Remember, this is also a...
We're going to curse. So
yes.
Don't let your kids hear it.
Sorry, we've been having technical difficulties today, as you will find out as we do this.
Mostly in his head. Yeah. Anyway.
Mostly.
Mostly.
You don't get the reference.
No, I don't.
Aliens.
Oh.
Yes.
Brain's not working right now. I need food.
Okay, see, who's having the technical difficulties then?
I didn't say anything about me. I didn't say
I know you never do. Anyways, so what have we done this week? First off, I'd like to say thank you to Eric Christopher Myers again for being here last episode. Yeah, I was going to say last week, but we didn't do anything last week because technical difficulties and party fixing of stuff.
Yes, our barbecue went quite well, and
a little rowdy.
And repairs were needed.
Yeah. Go to the Instagram if you want to see pictures. Anyhow, so I guess we'll start with what we've been playing this week.
Yep.
David, what have you been playing this week?
Space Engineers.
Funny, so have I.
Yeah, lots of Space Engineers.
Oh man.
They did a new update.
Yes.
And they released DLC.
Yep.
Which, happy to say, the DLC is purely aesthetic.
Oh yes.
Doesn't affect gameplay in any way, which is good.
Yes. It's purchasable DLC, $3.99 here in America. I think it's $2 something in euros. I can't remember exactly. Anyways, but yeah, the gameplay has been nice. It was fun because when it first came out, I got the DLC. He didn't have it, and the great thing about it is you don't have to worry about that because the DLC will show. The video footage that we're showing will be choppy as fuck. The footage or the stuff that we had gotten, he didn't have, as I said, but he could still see it. He couldn't build it, he couldn't access it, but he could still see what I had put out there. So it does not affect you one bit in being able to play with people who already have it. So don't worry about that. The game has been fun. So much fun. Yeah, Jesus criminy, man.
Spent a lot of hours on it.
Way too many hours on it so far.
But it's been a lot of fun. Even in our failures, it was a lot of fun.
Yes.
That's what the game is a lot about. It's you build your own stuff, and you got to try it.
Yep.
And if it doesn't work, you crash and you burn and whatever. And we'll be putting videos up on our YouTube later.
Yeah.
You can see the disasters and the follies for yourself.
They will be edited. I'll make sure to edit it down so it's a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah, because we're not about to upload a 7-hour video to YouTube.
However, if you want to watch the 7-hour video, you can come over to Twitch and watch it there, where we have been live streaming, from David's point of view, the whole gameplay. So if you guys actually just want to watch, I crashed here, so you might as well end it. Literally and figuratively. Yeah, so if you guys want to watch that kind of stuff, that'd be great. Come on over. It's fun. We answer questions, or we try to answer questions or talk to you while we're playing. We had somebody who popped in and was telling us stuff, but somebody didn't see it until it was too late. But then again, we'd already been streaming for over 3 hours, so we do apologize for that kind of stuff. So some of the stuff that they're doing is starting... This last Friday, they had a competition start for replay in Space Engineers.
Oh, right.
They want you to do a video and send it to them. I don't know the full details yet, but we're going to look into it. And we do plan to do something. Whether it's the pilot episode for the show we want to do with space engineers, or it could be the what is the word I want to use? The intro to the show. Yeah, so stuff to look forward to, at least on the YouTube side. Other than that, we're playing on a friend's server at the moment. I will not give the name of the server due to the fact that I don't know if it's okay from their point of view. They did not offer to put it out there, and I haven't asked. So at this point in time, we're playing on another friend's server. We're having fun. A lot of explosions, a lot of death. Mostly mine. But yeah. Anyways, I guess we should move on. So the next thing we're going to talk about is going to be our VR experience. Our upstairs neighbor has a
it's a HTC Vive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this was my first experience using the Vive at all. But thus far, oh Jesus Christ, it was great.
It was a lot of fun. Again, we're having little weird issues with the video for some reason, but yeah, I mean, I was doing the setup. He had he had bought the standard package, but then he added on the wireless adapters to it, which is nice because. Man, with the amount you need to move, you don't want fucking wires hanging off of you to your computer. You can just rip that fucking thing off the wall or out of the shelf or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, it's great. The technology's come a long way since I've done VR in the past, like at like fancy arcades and shit that had it. And, but these are like actual full on games, real things. The sense of atmosphere and perspective and everything were very realistic to me.
Yeah.
The device, it's a pretty complex device that gave plenty of options for it to fit to your head in different ways and adjust the built-in headphones and I mean it's actually I kind of didn't notice the weight of the headset when I had it on.
I'll say whenever I put it on and I played the game, I lost full realization that it was, anything but.
Yeah, when you first put it on, you're like, oh, this is kind of weird.
Yeah.
But then as soon as you start playing a game, you completely lose yourself. And you're like, you forget you have it on, and it's great.
Oh, man. I thoroughly enjoyed it, personally. We could probably fast forward some of this.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the next video, actually.
Yeah. It was the reason I got that footage was just to show how he was setting it up. The knob he was turning here was to get it closer. Right. And we got David playing a Beat Stick game.
It's a Beat Saber.
Beat Saber, yeah. Beat Saber. He was setting it up here, that's right.
Okay.
The person who's in this video is our upstairs neighbor, Carlo. Shout out to Carlo.
Yeah. So for the VR, he had... And you can add more sensors to this, but he had like 2 different sensors on the 2 sides of the room, so you can see where you are in 3D space. You set boundaries, so you know where your walls and everything are, which was nice because when you're in VR, you'll see if you get too close to the boundaries you set up, you'll see a grid wall.
Yeah.
Almost like the holodeck grid wall.
Yes.
And you'll be like, oh, I need to back up because I'm going to hit whatever the hell's actually there in real life. But the effect was very cool.
Oh yeah.
The lobby, I like that the lobbies and everything's just an immersive 3D space.
Yep.
You bring up your menu and it pops up in front of you, and you just kind of was it Minority Report style?
Yes.
Just like have menus and stuff.
You might want to switch over to the next video where it'll show you and the game playing at the same time.
Oh, okay, right.
I did manage to do something like that because options. Yes.
Yeah. Right. So Beat Saber, you pick music, and essentially it's like DDR meets Fruit Ninja.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can describe it.
Yeah.
So instead of using your feet, you're slicing stuff, but you have to do it like to the beat, and you have to slice in specific directions, but you also have to physically dodge things. So there might be a mine, or there might be barriers or something. So you have to dodge to the sides, duck. So like all the actual directions matter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go maybe big video real quick, even though it's a little
Alright.
choppy, but just so you can kind of see. You see all these arrows pointing at you. I was supposed to duck under that, but my first time playing. And yeah, so I kept hitting the damn little start buttons because I wasn't used to how you have to hold those things.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Yeah, it's a little weird at first, but I was very, very impressed by the accuracy of the device.
I was too. Jesus Christ, that thing was accurate as fuck.
Yeah, I know anytime I've ever done like VR or AR, anything like that in the past, you were constantly resetting your home position.
Yeah.
Because all the movement would get it off sync. And then every time you were supposed to go back to the center, the thing's over here now. Yep. Like, shit. And it's like, okay, reset it. Okay. And you're playing, and it's off to the side again. Like, shit, reset. Pain in the ass. This worked great. Like, I never felt off sync. It was accurate enough to where when our friend Carlo was holding the controllers to hand them to us, in the VR world, we could that the 3D controllers are there in space. I actually was able to grab them based on what I was seeing in the VR.
Yeah,
it was accurate enough for that.
It was fun. Oh man,
it was pretty crazy. It was just like
just the start of that. Yeah, it's like okay. Oh wait, do I gotta make a fist? What am I doing here?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, and it's like with Beat Saber, cool. You can see exactly. They look like lightsabers. I actually would able to cross them and they would touch each other. And there's force feedback on the controllers, and so as soon as they would touch, I could feel it, and so it really gave a better sense of immersion with that bit there. Let me see. I go.
This is more view.
Yeah, we don't need any more Beat Saber. We saw enough of that. So
I'll say this: the game that I end up playing is a lot of fun and very immersive. I think I might have got a little too excited.
So I'll probably do the second video.
Yeah. But watching Carlo go at it, holy fuck, man, that guy.
Oh yeah, because he knew what to do.
Yeah.
Here's Chris looking very confused. Like, wait, what are we doing? Okay, so I'm gonna do this.
Yep. Oh, it was definitely. Oh yeah, he was talking about walking, and I was like, "What? Do I have to pretend to walk?"
This isn't Ready Player One.
Yeah.
There we go. So here he is, and it was a dual wielding shooting game. You talk about your planet.
Yeah. So this game, it was kind of how do I want to say this? It was a lot of fun. It was fuck. I don't even know where to start. Yeah, it was a dual wielding game. You apparently you can use different weapons in this game, but you're going in and you're trying to hack something. What the hell was it called now?
Riot something.
Yeah, I don't remember. Anyhow, but I was just screwing around with it and trying to figure out what I was supposed to do. He was telling me where I was supposed to go. It was teaching you how to use this stuff. And the shots are very accurate. The bullets move pretty slow, so it's easy to dodge them. Yeah. In fact, I think there was a part where I got a little too cocky. And I was
you literally just went backwards and dodged it. We'll talk about the mechanics of how the gun works and reload.
Okay, so when you first start off, it has you with one pistol, and you have to reload the clip, or the magazine. So whenever you're firing, once it empties, you take it. You have to reach down, click the side button on the controller to pick up the magazine, and you push it towards it. I kept hitting the remotes together though, but yeah, you got to push it towards it, and then it reloads it. The weird thing is when you go to put your guns away or to holster them, you got to click that same button. And so when you go into dual pistols, you click both buttons to pull the pistols out. To reload your firing, you do like this. You don't have to click anything. You just put your hands out to your side and you fire again. And that made it a lot more immersive than I anticipated, because it was just like, I'm out of bullets. Oh, crap. I'm firing in both directions, and it was crazy. There was a point where I'm shooting this way, or I was shooting this way, and somebody was coming from that direction. I was like, oh, crap. And the game looked good. It was fun. He said he has it set to a lower settings for the game. But I was definitely having fun with this a lot more than I thought it would.
Yeah, choppy video.
Yeah. Switch over to the other one. The other video, is this the last one?
This is the last video.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there was a lot of dodging on my part.
yeah, but it was fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. It made me really think about. Well, I mean, I wanted one before also, but this really made me think about, like, do I have the money? You know,
I'll say this: I would love to play this game, play a VR game, in a flight sim.
Of course you
that,
would.
yeah.
Of course.
Oh man, let's just put it this way: last night when we live streamed, we made it to space, got shot at a bunch, I dodged it, I saved the ship several times, and then finally, whenever I went down to go mining in a ship with ion engines, I had to fly back to the planet, and I was able to crash land the ship and survive it. So I made it to space and back without dying. I am very proud of this. So yes, I like to boast a lot about my piloting skills.
Oh no, he does crazy shit. Definitely does crazy shit.
Which also ends up getting us shot at a lot.
Uh-huh.
Anyhow,
Indeed it does.
Shazam. Yes, we went, and I guess we should move on. This is
Yeah.
what I should have said.
Yeah.
I've already jumped ahead. So Shazam. We will give you a warning. There may be spoilers. So if you guys don't want to hear about this, see this, anything of that nature, we have our spoilers alert.
Woohoo! I get to use it again. I haven't used this in a long time.
I know, right? So you've been warned. If you don't get the fuck out now, fuck you. All right, let's go. Turn off the spoiler alert.
All right. So first of all, what did you hear about the movie before you watched it?
So going into this, I play D&D every Saturday, and one of the guys that we D&D with, Charles, likes to go watch a lot of movies. He watches his the comic book movies, things like that, during the early day of Saturdays, and then he comes in D&Ds. Then he usually does stuff with Russell and them for the horror movies. He seemed to really like Aquaman, and when he was asked about this, he was kind of meh. It was okay.
Which I didn't like Aquaman.
I haven't seen Aquaman, but I have not heard anything good about Aquaman either. I haven't really heard anything good about, or haven't heard anything specifically about Shazam. But I went into this movie not expecting much. I really didn't even want to go out. I was just like, yeah, whatever. We'll go see a movie, whatever. Eric and Elizabeth came by, our friends. And, it was fun. We had fun. Went to a nice little taco truck. But yeah, we went and saw Shazam, and honestly, it was a lot better than I expected. Yeah, far superior than I expected.
Fucking loved it. I thought it was great. I think what I liked about it is that they were not afraid to actually be a little ridiculous and actually do what the comic's supposed to be. Because it's for those who don't know, it's a kid that gets the powers of Shazam. And he transforms into this character, and the character looks like an adult, but it's still this kid.
Yeah.
And I think they really captured the feel of kids wielding great power, and just being stupid and doing shit, just being a kid. And I believed it. I believed it the entire time I watched it.
Yeah. I'll say this: out of the two movies so far from DC, Wonder Woman and Shazam are the best that I've got. I liked Thor Ragnarok, but it felt like it was starting to fall into for Marvel. Marvel started to take on this aspect of too much comedy, I guess, in my opinion. So there's a great, even our internet wants to be funky today. Yeah, so with Thor and Guardians 2, Thor Ragnarok felt like it was Guardians 1, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. I liked it. And then Guardians 2 came out, and I was like, I'm kind of getting a little bored of this now. I didn't really care too much for Guardians 2 as much as I did 1 or Thor Ragnarok. But it's the point I'm trying to make is Thor isn't supposed to be like that.
Mm.
You know, it's not all humor and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Whereas Shazam is specifically a child, like you said, a child in an adult's body. This is what I expect.
Mm.
You know, the humor, the laughter, the cheesy as fuck. It was good.
Yeah. Like I said, they weren't afraid to be ridiculous when they needed to.
Yes.
The overall tone of the movie did not take that over serious dark tone that DC movies have been tending to take. I really don't like when sometimes it doesn't fit every character. The movie was dark when it needed to be. It was almost like a horror movie at times with some of these like creatures and how violent it got.
I truly expected some blood and gore at one point.
Yeah.
In the movie.
Yeah, that's the only thing I think that kept the rating from not being like an R.
Yeah.
Was that they didn't show actual blood when there was death. But they killed people. People died.
Dude's head got bitten off. Come on.
Yeah. People got just it was surprising at first because the movie seems so lighthearted and funny, and then when shit goes down, you're like, oh shit, okay, they're going there. All right, okay, and so it was a nice mix, you know. I'm gonna try not to spoil the movie, but credit to the actors in the movie.
Yeah. They really sold it.
Yeah, and
the adult actors and the kid actors actually too.
No, they did a good job.
Yeah, all of them were really well
done.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed the movie tons. I'd watch it again.
Yeah,
you know, I'd probably go watch it again.
There's not too many movies I say I go rewatch in the theater. This would probably be one of them. I'd go.
Yeah, I genuinely laughed out loud at this movie.
Yeah,
and I can't think of anything that I particularly didn't like about the movie.
I think the only thing we had a complaint about was the older sister, foster sister, when she becomes
but
we gave you warnings. We gave you warnings.
Yeah, generally I'll say this: the oldest sister was probably the least developed character.
Yeah,
because the whole family really is important in this movie, and every character seemed to be pretty well developed, like where you understand what their personality is, except for that older sister.
Yeah.
So that was like the one where you're just like, that's the only one that throws me off because I don't know the character well enough yet.
Yeah, because even the emotional state that they show her at some point doesn't go too deep into it because they follow it up really quickly with humor. And it doesn't capture as much as it should have, in my opinion. But hopefully, if they do a second movie, there will be more of a focus on developing her character.
Right.
Maybe that's why they left it questionable.
I don't know. I don't know much about it. But yeah, no, it definitely left me wanting more.
Yes.
They didn't spend a lot of time connecting it to the DCU. But there were little nods here and there.
Oh yeah,
especially at the end. And it made me kind of excited. Like, maybe this is what we need, like, injected into the fucking DCU, to see this character interact with the more serious characters. Although I don't know what the fucking status of the DCU is now.
I don't know.
With like Ben Affleck
no longer being Batman. Thank God. Thank God. I'm sorry.
I kind of feel like they needed a do-over.
Okay.
So we're back. Now we have more problems. And I think I'll take this time to just mention that our good friend Gabby, he was awesome, and he donated a new computer to us to do our streaming, but it came last night. And so I haven't been able to set it up yet. To do the show today.
Yeah.
So we still ran off the old computer, and it had problems again. But by next week we'll have the new computer up and running, and we'll be good. So we're just gonna finish off.
Well, let's show the pictures of the new computer.
I don't have those for this week. We'll show them next week after it's set up and it's running. and then we'll show it next week because it's pretty fucking cool.
Yes, it is.
Anyways,
so.
Let's just finish up real quick with Shazam.
All right.
So you're playing stuff over there.
My phone.
You and your phone.
No, it shouldn't. It's turned off. That's the weird part. I have no idea. Anyhow,
Shazam was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Great fucking movie. Looking forward to more. And we were talking about. We're talking about the DCU.
Yes.
And Ben Affleck
in general. Oh yeah, I was saying how Ben Affleck was not Batman. He was Bruce Wayne's father. He was so in the cartoon, which was what is it called? So it's Flash, but I can't remember the name of the freaking universe now. Anyways, in another universe, whenever Flash is able to go to a different parallel universe, there you go. He meets Bruce Wayne's father. I can't think of his name. I want to say it's John. Yeah, John Wayne. No, it's not John Wayne. It is not John Wayne. I can't remember at the moment. Sorry, folks. But he is Batman in that series because both Bruce Wayne and Bruce's mom, I can't even think of her name now, both perished. Anyhow,
how can you not remember the name? Both Superman and Batman.
I don't
mom
know.
have the same name. It's Martha.
Man, today shit has really been weird. Anyways, so he was more built. He looked more like Bruce's dad as Batman than Batman. So, I didn't believe him as Batman at all.
Yeah.
Even when he screamed, "I am Batman," he wasn't Batman. Anyhow, this movie was great. I freaking loved it. I hope you guys get a chance to go see it.
Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see. I like this movie.
Yes.
But I don't have faith in the DCU because I kind of feel like they need to either start over, or they need to do more one-off videos. Because, like, the new Joker trailer that came out, fucking fantastic looking movie. But I don't see that relating to the current DCU in any way. That and Joaquin Phoenix, I'm sure he's only doing this because it's a one-off movie. I'm sure he doesn't want to get stuck in a role where he's going to be like for 7 years stuck in a role. Because he's definitely the kind of actor that like wants to explore and do different things.
Yeah.
Because anytime with comic book movies, if you're like in the main line of movies, you gotta have like a 7-year contract, 8-year contract, some shit like that. It looks fantastic. I like the Shazam. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, man, I really like this movie, but I don't see it mixing with the DCU because I kind of want it to start over in the same way as Deadpool is fucking awesome, and I'm like, oh, but Disney owns it now. Shit, but I really liked Deadpool. That's like the one thing that Fox had that I liked.
Yep.
I don't like the X-Men movie. I like the first one because it was the first of its kind. It was great, but then after that, just downhill. And the second movie was okay, only because I fucking love Nightcrawler.
Yes.
That was the only reason. I saw Nightcrawler on the big screen.
Yeah.
But after that, like, they just got everything so wrong. So wrong. People that obviously weren't fans of the comics and shit got their hands on it and were just like, oh, look, we can make stuff better and actually cool. It's like, no, that's not cool, guys. He doesn't need fucking... Nightcrawler doesn't need fucking tribal tattoos burned into his skin and shit.
Yeah.
It's like...
So...
No.
About Deadpool, I'll say the reason why they've done so well with Deadpool, I believe, is because Ryan Reynolds has a say in it.
Oh yeah,
because Ryan Reynolds is a fucking fan of comics in general, 100%. You can't say he's not. I'm sorry,
and it was also because they had no faith in the project, so they stayed hands off.
Yeah,
like, oh, okay, well, you know what, low budget. You're like, we don't care about this. They kept their hands off of it. What do you know? When you let a fan, actually fucking take a hold of it, comes out fucking great. But anyways, anyways, I feel the same way about Shazam like I feel about Deadpool. It's like,
Yes.
wow, this is like really good. It can't connect to all this other fucked up shit.
Well, it's because both Deadpool and Shazam are perfect characters for that sense of humor.
Yes.
For the humor that was attached to those two movies.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Those fit it. If you do a movie about Wolverine, I don't expect you to have fucking Guardian of the Galaxy's humor in it.
Sure.
I'm sorry. I expect blood, gore, freaking claws, and
Logan.
ripping people apart.
Logan is
Yes.
exactly what we wanted from a Wolverine movie. At least for me. That's
Yeah, no,
exactly
yeah.
what I
No,
wanted from
yeah.
a fucking Wolverine movie. You
So-
know? Yeah, so it's like...
Get your shit together!
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, each movie needs to have its own tone. You can't have every movie having the same tone.
Yeah.
You know?
No, 100%. Also, another thing, if they end up doing another Wolverine movie, cast somebody who's short.
Yeah, let's see if they can... Don't get me wrong. Hugh Jackman, fucking fantastic
Yeah.
Wolverine, because he made the role his own.
Yes.
He made it his own, and he was dedicated. Very dedicated to the role. So that's why it was so great. As far as being comic accurate, yeah, no, like he's supposed to be like a really short, ugly dude
Who gets fucked up a lot.
Yeah,
It's not because he's good at fighting. It's because he sucks. He's getting his ass beat over and over and over again. He's just relentless.
yeah. So if we can get a little bit of that, probably, DCU, they plan out 5 years ahead. The Fox merger just became official not too long ago. So don't expect to see any X-Men in Phase 4. It's going to be at least until 2025 probably, until we see some X-Men.
Yeah.
And they might sneak in some nods or something now, but as far as actually doing something, it's going to be 5 years of planning before we see something. So don't plan to see anything yet. Anyways,
Let's move on to
let's move on to our last bit here.
Star Wars.
Because we're over time, but we
Yes.
also had fucking problems.
Yeah.
So yes, but Star Wars.
So this week this weekend was the Chicago Star Wars celebration, and as part of that, yesterday at 11 o'clock PST, they released a trailer for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. There you go. Fallen Order. And god damn, man, this game looks good.
It looks great. It's who's this? Respawn's the developer. Yeah, Respawn's the developer. Yeah, it's still EA,
but Respawn's.
And I know because when I talked to some other people, it's like, oh yeah, it's another EA game. They're like, oh yeah, and I'm like, it's a single-player, story-driven game.
What? Yeah.
It's like, what? Really? It's like, yeah. It's like, isn't that fucking ridiculous? You wouldn't... EA doesn't do that kind of stuff. It wasn't their plan to make single-player story-driven games because they're not as popular.
Yeah. And we don't have to worry about it being done by BioWare either because, BioWare's been fucking up a lot lately.
It's not the BioWare they used to be. But anyways.
Anyhow, back to this. No, this game looks great. I mean, it's done in what?
It's done in Unreal Engine.
There you go, yeah.
It's not using Frostbite. It's using Unreal Engine.
So I have high hopes for it.
Yeah.
And it looks like their characters are supposed to be... or the character is finding out who he is.
Right.
The story seems like, from what we've gathered, what we can tell, the story seems like it takes place as Star Wars Rebels takes place. So there's the idea that he survived being the Jedi are being destroyed. Everything he's finding out about who the Jedi were, all this other stuff. He's trying to survive. They found out he's force sensitive, so they got the Inquisitors coming after him, which is cool because it looks like one of the Inquisitors they have is a character from Star Wars Rebels.
From Rebels,
yeah, one of the Inquisitors from there. So that's cool. And it even right now watching it, I'm getting shivers. This character right here is her.
Yeah, I mean,
I love that twist.
I know. I hope I caught that. Yeah, but it looks great.
Yeah.
This video that we're showing up here, it's not gameplay.
Yeah.
But it is being rendered in engine for the game.
Yes.
And it comes out this year.
Yeah, right.
November.
Freaking
Comes out November 15th. It's crazy. So I don't know if anybody watched the show we did. I think it was maybe about 3 weeks ago, where we were talking about the new photometrics in the Unreal Engine and just how fucking goddamn beautiful that was looking, how realistic it was looking. So when they tell me that was all in engine, I'm like, I believe it.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
I believe it. I believe it. So yeah, it might not have been gameplay, but it was in engine rendered. Totally believe it 100%.
Yeah,
because Unreal Engine's doing crazy fucking stuff in real time now.
There is a little bit of extra. So today, earlier this morning, before he got up, I was watching more of the celebration, and they had talked about how they're filming and what they're doing for the Mandalorian.
Oh, right.
For
so what is that?
For Disney Plus. The Mandalorian is a show that's going to be coming out on Disney Plus, and it's the story of Boba Fett, from what I've gathered, and other Mandalorians. This also takes place in the same time period as Rebels, because in Rebels they talk about how there's a dark saber. And the dark saber has been passed down in the Mandalorian families.
Oh, yeah, I remember about that.
Yeah. And so they specifically talk about that. The people who are making it were specifically talking about that. I came in halfway through, so I didn't get to watch the whole thing. But what I picked up was, they have, oh my God, what is his name? Oh, God damn it. He was in Predator. The actor from Predator, in the original Predator movie, the guy who gets his arm chopped off and then gets stabbed by the Predator in the gut. I can't think of his fucking name. Oh, God damn it.
I can't remember now. But
Anyhow, for those who know who I'm talking about, he's in this. So they've got some pretty good actors coming up in this movie.
Yeah, I saw a couple images. I didn't see a video, not yet anyways.
Yeah.
But from the pictures, it looked really well done. Well done.
They're talking about how they actually filmed some here in L.A. or over in L.A. In California, because they are able to use some new 3D stuff they used in the other movies and in Solo to not have to worry about the sets. But they also...
they're doing a lot of green screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they also specifically stated they're trying to go back to, using models. And they have one of the guys who did the original Luke Skywalker's X-Wing. Mm-hmm. They have him working on the models. And so they're doing that. They're doing 3D printing off of his stuff so they can do extra pieces to it. And so they're showing, where there's a film... They have a footage where it shows the ship flying by, but it's the model, and all it is it's sitting there and it's turning as the camera swings down past it. Yeah. So I mean, if you guys get a chance, go watch the video of that. I'm thoroughly excited, mostly because I am a big Mandalorian fan.
Oh, I know you are. I gotta say, if I know we're all kind of wary about having one more streaming service to have, but man, if you think about it. If you're going to have some kick-ass fucking Star Wars TV shows, and you're going to have what they're going to do, a Loki TV show, and Wanda and Vision TV show, I think I'm going to have to get Disney Plus. I'm like, there's too many things that I fucking love that Disney owns now that they're putting for Disney Plus. I'm like, why wouldn't I get this?
Oh, yeah, no, definitely.
Hopefully it's not expensive.
No, actually, from what I've heard, Disney Plus is supposed to be cheaper than Netflix.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but from what I've been hearing from friends and looking at some certain news articles, Disney Plus will be slightly cheaper than
I hope so.
Netflix.
I hope so, because it's definitely something I want to get.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, because Netflix exclusive movies, and then which some of them were, a lot of the ones I wanted to watch were always Marvel fucking movies anyway. Marvel Netflix movies anyways, or TV shows. Shit. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Man, if I have some kick-ass Star Wars shows and some Marvel shows to watch, I don't know if I need much else really.
Yes.
So I'm excited about that. Yeah, that's gonna be cool because Disney has fucking money, man. Oh, especially if it's some of their premier shows to launch their streaming channel. Mm-hmm. They're putting money behind this shit.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, they looked good already, and it's going to have high production values all the way through, I'm sure. I'm sure Disney's not going to fucking skimp on this stuff.
Yeah.
When it came to the TV shows, I don't think I've ever seen Disney really skimp on production values.
Yeah, no, I can't really say they have. The only one that I didn't really care for was the Marvel Avengers cartoon.
Yeah, but that wasn't Disney, though.
No, it was.
Was that Disney?
Yeah, it was Disney. It's
okay.
Disney. But, you know, I have my opinions of certain things.
But
other than
that was
yeah.
also their kids' cartoon.
Yeah. No, yeah, exactly.
That's different. It's a little different.
I did thoroughly enjoy watching Rebels. I've watched almost all
Rebels
of it.
was cool.
Rebels was
cool.
good.
Rebels was cool. But anyways, that's... Yeah. Anyways, we ran long today.
Mostly because of...
technical difficulties.
Yes.
So we'll have to splice that together for SoundCloud.
And YouTube.
And YouTube.
Yeah. Which I will do. Don't worry. We'll get it out there ASAP.
So until next time.
I'm Chris.
David.
This is BFG.
See y'all later.